How's Brooklyn?
It's grim.
Is
It's
it?
grim right
Yeah.
now. I've lived in New York for the majority of my life. I love New York City, and this is by far the grimmest I have ever seen it.
Really?
I mean, this winter, because it's everything that the entire country is facing, but it's the worst for COVID. It's also extremely cold. A lot of city services seem to have been impaired in one way or another. The streets are covered in garbage and ice and dog shit, and you can't. Pretty much the only thing that I can do to maintain my sanity is run, but everything, including the outdoor running track, is covered in ice and shit. And so it's just this dystopian, frozen pandemic landscape where every local business that I loved is closing down. It's a dark time.
Yeah, I hear that about Los Angeles. I saw a lot of it, but I got out early. I saw the writing on the wall, and I was looking to move in May. I just once the lockdown got extended, once they're like, we're just going to lock down for 2 weeks to flatten the curve, I was like, that makes sense. And then here we are in April, all the way through April. Here we are in May, and then I'm like, oh, they're never going to let us out of this. I was like, and then the crime started happening, and it started getting dark. And I was like, oh, we got to get the fuck out of here. The homeless thing was like flowers blooming out of rocks, like out of cracks in the concrete. It's like more tents. Like Los Angeles is filled with tents. Like you can't believe it. Like when I tell people about it and then they go there, they're like, oh, I thought you were exaggerating. Like, no, I was understating. Like Los Angeles is overwhelmed with tents. It's fucking crazy. Like, you can't believe that on La Brea, they just allow people to set up tents everywhere. It's nuts.
Well, yeah, what are people going to do?
That's the question. What are people going to do? Yeah, where are you going to put them? Do you have hospitals available for them? And a lot of those, the problem is a lot of those shelters, they won't let them do drugs.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, I would rather be in a fucking tent outside by the beach than be under your thumb. Because Los Angeles doesn't get cold, I mean, a cold day is 50, It's a big deal.
Right.
Just sleeping bag, you're outside. It's nice.
Yeah, it's really emphasized a lot of these economic divides, because everyone in New York just orders everything on Amazon.
Yeah.
So every apartment building in every nice part of New York receives a daily shipment of every tenant's stuff from Amazon, and then there's like a secondary economy of people just going into all of the buildings and stealing all of the packages.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Ring videos, the doorbell camera videos of people stealing shit.
Oh yeah, it's almost comical. I mean, I had one where I was loading my car with bags at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday, and in the lobby of my building for maybe 15 minutes, somebody just, as soon as I walk around the corner, someone goes and scoops everything up. Yeah, it's a wild time, and I hope we're coming out of it. I mean, right when I came to Austin, this is the first time I've been on an airplane since the beginning of the pandemic. You're the first person I've spoken to without a mask.
No, really?
The first face I've
Did you
seen
feel
in
weird
months.
coming in here? But you knew everyone was tested. And
I felt fine. I've just been very careful, and because it's also cold in New York, it just promotes this prison cell like lifestyle where I'm just sitting in my apartment reading and doing push-ups all day.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh.